Well, welcome back, guys. I was going to share with you guys about another neurotransmitter. However, one of the viewers of this channel raised a very important question, and I thought it's nice to answer that. What they said was that what to do if our body has excess levels of dopamine. And as I mentioned before, that these neurochemicals, it's important that we just have a right balance of them. Just like too little can cause problem, too much can also cause a problem, especially when it comes to dopamine. Too much of dopamine in our body could be caused by use of drugs, for example, cocaine and alcohol to some extent. Cocaine can give a person a sudden gush of dopamine, which causes the sense of euphoria, and too much can lead to agitation, impulsivity, hypersexual behaviors, aggression, and even psychosis. If our body produces dopamine because of genetic issues, as in bipolar disorder or schizophrenia, of course, there are some self-help strategies we can do, but this is a condition which needs an immediate attention by a specialist, a psychiatrist, or by any of your providers. Are medications which are used in such extreme cases. These medicines, you must have heard, are like antipsychotics, so we call them D2 blockers or dopamine blockers. These substances don't decrease the amount of dopamine, but what they do is that they shut or block the effects of dopamine on your brain cells so that your brain is protected by the excessive amounts of dopamine. And similarly, if we get too much of dopamine because of using illegal substances or drugs, that is also a condition which needs a visit to a professional. So yeah, when it comes to this pleasurable hormone, we just want the right amount in moderation, consistent and steady levels of dopamine, which can give us a sense of well-being. The activities I mentioned in the first video, which was exercise, protein-rich foods, multivitamin, music, sexual activity with your intimate partner, meditation, mindfulness, all of these activities give you a consistent but a steady release of dopamine, which gives that feeling of contentment and a feeling of well-being. But other activities which can give a sudden splurge of dopamine can be harmful and detrimental. You must have heard of the word called adrenaline junkie. So sometimes certain gaming or engaging in too much of gaming, which leads to addiction, obviously, they can cause this sudden splurge of dopamine. And when we don't have access to that gaming, or when we're not engaging in such activities, then our body goes low on the dopamine, and that's when we feel that fatigue, lack of motivation, lack of focus, lack of concentration. So that's something that we don't want to have. It's important that we treat our body with respect. So once we understand our body's inner capabilities, our body's inner potential, then to engage in healthy coping mechanism as a sign of respect. Because once we respect our body and mind learns to respect us.